Look at my face and eyes in the rearview mirror in the tractor. I'm not even sure how I'm flying my drone and operating my tractor during the snowstorm, but I did. That's a look at the drone on the top of the cab. I truly think on this takeoff the drone's processors were overloaded with information because the wind gust just blows this thing 75 feet downwind of the tractor. So, like the rest of the country, we got hit with another heavy storm. It's January 30th, and I have probably a foot of snow in my driveway. I'm going to try to do a video with my drone. The winds are supposed to be 15 to 20 miles an hour, gust up to 30. I'm going to try to put the drone in the air and do a video from the drone. And it's so windy, I'm not even going to put my landing pad out for the drone. I'm going to take it off from the roof of the tractor and then land it on an area of the driveway that I've cleared the snow from. So we'll see how this works. We'll see how the Mavic Air Drone does under these conditions. I'll take you outside for a brief look at what my driveway's like. So I have a foot of very fine snow on the driveway. Take a look at the neighborhood. It's going to snow here all day today, probably just like it is now. I don't know if it shows up on the camera. And you can see that I've already shoveled in front of my garage doors. A lot of people have given me advice on reusing a rear blade to clear along my garage door and my stoop. Thank you for the advice. It's awesome. I like to do a little bit of exercise. God knows I need it. So that's why I still shovel it by hand. So let's put the drone on the roof of the cab for takeoff, and we'll see how this goes. So this freeze frame shows where I velcroed my Mavic Air controller, drone controller, to the top dashboard of the tractor, and it is very easily accessible while I'm operating the tractor. And rather than fumbling around with it, balancing on my thigh or on the console falling out, I can put it up there and it stays put while I'm operating the tractor. It worked great during this video. That's a look at the drone on the top of the cab. And hopefully this video will turn out great. Thank you for watching. Wherever you are in this storm, I hope that you're safe and you're warm. The Mavic Air Drone impresses the heck out of me, but I have to tell you, its flying ability does. What it does not do well is track you. It just doesn't stay on the tractor when I'm moving, and I've really kind of given it up trying to use the active track system, and I operate the drone manually myself.
So part of this storm was that it was extremely cold. Probably on this morning the temperature was down to -6 degrees with a wind chill factor that was -30 or 35 degrees, one of the coldest we've ever had in our area. And our schools were closed for 3 days, and we actually rarely do we close our office, and I made the decision to close our office for 3 days. It was just too cold. There was a travel advisory, and the drone manufacturer, Mavic Air, one of the warnings is don't fly a drone in the cold air. They're worried about moisture, but they're worried about the cold sucking the charge out of the battery. Battery time was a little shorter during this video, maybe 15-16 minutes as opposed to 21 minutes, but it worked very well. I've added a split view, which I think I've done a great job of synchronizing with the view from the drone outside the cab. Watch my eyes and my face in the rear view mirror as I look down to operate the drone and then look up to see where I am with the tractor. I'm not perfect with this, but I've gotten pretty good. I think it shows. The tractor is always in frame in the drone camera, and I didn't hit any vehicles. You notice when I get close to the vehicles, I look less at them, more at them and less at the drone. But I've gotten pretty good at this, and maybe it's the 30 years I spent flying remote control planes. I also think that I have an excellent drone. Okay, so active track is engaged on the drone. It should follow me, and you can see it starts to follow me. And then I move a little faster with the tractor. I'm going faster. I'm underneath the drone, and then boom. This is typically what happens. There's a kick out, and all of a sudden active track stops working. One thing to note in this view, again, look at the drone's got to be 100 feet in the air. Look at the snow blow across the camera on the drone, especially off these tall pine trees. Very, very cold. And this was just before I broke the snowblower, getting my neighbor's car, trying to get my neighbor's car out. I read all the comments for my videos that my viewers provide. I also try to respond to every comment where there's a question. And I want to thank all of you for those of you who have commented. Please continue to do so. Don't be, some of you are concerned you're going to hurt my feelings, which is really kind of cute. I'm a sensitive guy. You might hurt my feelings, but don't let that hold you back. Comment. I'll learn from them, and I appreciate that you're watching the videos. So this tractor is 46 horsepower. My previous John Deere 3320 tractor was 33 horsepower and an open station. And people ask me, how does this blow heavy snow? I can tell you it blows heavy snow. It does not throw it as far, even with my 3320 less horsepower, but it still throws it far enough for you to clear the driveway. What a snowblower is terrible at is slushy snow, and that's what we had the second week of February that I wish I would have put on video. Slush, it just does not do well, and it clogs up the chute and throws it maybe 10 feet. So those of you who have been kind enough to recommend that I get a back blade for my tractor to get her along the garage door, I really like to do that myself and shovel it and get some exercise, as I've said previously, but a back blade would be nice when it's slushy out and the snowblower doesn't like to blow the slush. So I left this footage in the video so you can see the wind blowing the snow in the opposite direction that I have the chute pointed. I have the chute pointed to the west, and the wind is out of the west and is blowing the snow east, and you can follow the clouds or plume of snow out of the blower as it blows it across the driveway in the opposite direction. Now the drone is up 100 or so feet or more, and the snow is actually blowing up to the drone. If you look carefully, you can see it almost reaching the height of the snow of the drone as the wind blows it up to it. I've cropped this a little bit. Actually, no, I didn't crop this section at all. So you can see that the snow is blowing 50, 60, 70 feet in the air towards the drone. That's how windy it was. At times it was calm, but then we'd get those 30, 35 mile-an-hour wind gusts. And what really amazes me is when you set the drone in one place, it stays there during those wind gusts. It's not moving around. When I try to fly it, it does get blown around. It must be something in the software, but when you put it on station, it stays still and it's very stable. And you know that the drone is pitching to recover from the wind. The camera is gimbaling to counteract the pitch, so you don't know the drone is moving. Many viewers have commented whether I have heated blades on my tractor, and I do not, and I actually don't find them necessary. This day, as I said, it was -6 with a -25, 30 degree wind chill, and the snow is starting to stick to the cab front window and the side windows. The wiper's doing its job. I should have had the heater fan up all the way. I did not. And I think this would have lessened this, but you can see from the windows just how cold it is this day. I love an open station tractor. All my previous tractors were open station, did not have cabs, but look at the windows. It's -6 degrees out, -30 degree wind chill. This is why you have a cab tractor. No doubt some winters I only use my tractor twice. To clear the driveway. We just haven't had a lot of snowfall. That's an unusual winter, but in a situation like this, boy, it is very nice to have a cab especially as you get older. So nothing wrong with open station tractors, they're great, but it's nice to have a cab. I'm on a mission to get my tractor viewers, my many tractor viewers, interested in off-road ATV and side-by-side riding. And it seems that the viewers really, really like the drone videos of snow blowing. So I've purchased a new drone, a Mavic Pro 2 Zoom, because I'm going to try to do some videos of off-road riding. There's a lot of trees where we ride, with basically woods riding. I don't know how successful I'm going to be in this endeavor, but I'll probably start small and build up. I've tested, you'll see a video, I've tested the Mavic Pro 2 Zoom tracking the tractor while snow blowing. And it's not perfect, but it is much, much better than the Mavic Air. And don't get me wrong, I think the Mavic Air is a great drone. It's a very good machine. But the Mavic Pro 2 Zoom is much better at tracking, and you'll start to see that take over the drone videos, as well as I'm still going to continue with my GoPro. So I hope I can get my tractor viewers interested in off-road riding. That's my goal. So I try not to show video of the drone moving in between stages of blowing the snow, but I left this in because the snow blowing off the pine trees and gusting around the drone illustrates just how windy it was this day, also how cold it was. I need to probably add more lights to this tractor some way. Because you can see I'm parked in the middle of the street flying the drone. You can barely see the strobe, and it's a good strobe. Watch my mailbox, you'll see that the interior camera and the drone camera, the video footage is very synchronized. Also notice how the snow is really starting to build up on the front cab windows. You can't see it in the split view, but also on the side windows. If you rewind the video back to my intro from the inside of the cab, you can see that I do not have the fan on high, and one of the vents was closed. So although the tractor doesn't get extremely warm during this sub-zero temperatures, I think it would have helped alleviate the ice buildup on the windows. I have so many videos to edit and upload. ATV and side-by-side winter trail riding. Some friends' machines I'd like to feature, Andy's Can-Am Commander, Jerry's Polaris Ranger. I always love a Ranger. Hero Todd's High Lifter 4-seater Razor, super cool machine, very aggressive tires. I'd like to feature that in a video. Tools that I have in my shop and garage that I'd like to show you. How I selected the Can-Am Defender as my next side-by-side, and also a whole series on selecting accessories for that side-by-side, which applies to anyone's side-by-side, the building of those accessories, the installation of those accessories. I'm humbled, seriously, by the viewers, my viewer numbers, and also my subscribers. My son talked me into doing this channel to share my hobbies and interests with others, and I'm humbled by your interest, and I'm thrilled that you find my adventure interesting enough to watch. So thank you for letting me share my adventures with you. I hope you find them interesting, and I'll work hard to make them better. Thank you. It wasn't 30, 35 miles per hour all the time blowing, but definitely, without a doubt, it was gusting up to that speed during periods. I did not take the drone landing pad out. It would have just kept blowing away. So I landed the drone on areas of my driveways that I cleaned, and the lens actually raises or pitches up right before you touch down so it doesn't get snow on it.
Oh man, this is the hills. Let's see if I can do this without the diff lock. This is the hill, boy. It was fun. This thing squashed that hill. It squashed it.